So Bitcoin pumped around couple of percent, well 10% to be exact. Guys, this is the beginning of something that we are waiting for, that potential reversal towards the upside. This is something that we will try to figure out during this video. My name is Luke, and remember that this video is not financial advice, just my opinions. And of course, if you are new, consider subscribing to the channel if you actually find it valuable. Now guys, let me not digress. You know that on short time frame BTC obviously pumped, and now something that you have seen in the thumbnail, someone has opened two massive 50x longs positions. We've got $72 million worth of BTC, and we've got $123 million worth of Ethereum, right? So 50x, right? Such a big money. And the question is, does this person know something, right? So big shout out to Mr. Crypto for pointing this out. And this is the great question, right? Considering the fact that we will have a crypto summit on 7th of March, I do believe that, of course, this is probably some insider, right? But of course, I have different data because multi-party is pointing out that the US Reserve repo facility injected $200 billion. Okay, so we've got that liquidity coming in, and also on the top of that, guys, Crypto Tsar is saying such things. Let me actually just play it and put the voice up. Okay.
So one of the things that the president instructed us to do was to evaluate the idea for a Bitcoin reserve, and so that is one of the things. That's one of the first things we're going to look at as part of the internal working group in the administration. So as soon as we get all that set up, we're still waiting for some cabinet secretaries who are on the working group to get confirmed. So we're still in the very early stages of this. But that's one of the first things we're gonna look at is the feasibility of a Bitcoin reserve. I think the concept of the sovereign wealth fund is a little separate, and you'd have to talk to Secretary Lutnick, or soon to be Secretary Lutnick, about that.
So guys, to me, of course, it's not necessarily said that they are going to announce the strategic Bitcoin reserve during this crypto summit. However, everything for now it's pointing towards it, right? And I do believe that this is bullish, right? Of course, connecting with all of the data that I've got for you, I believe that we can draw some conclusion in here. But of course, guys, this is just my opinion, okay? By the way, follow me on X, because from now on, before you see the data on the videos, you can actually see my analysis on X platform. Anyways, guys, if it comes to the daily time frame, we are perfectly bouncing from 200-day moving average, which in my opinion it's bullish. Okay, of course in the past we have experienced shakiness and obviously kind of deviations towards the downside, basically you know, scam wicks, right, or even candles in that particular case. However, we had rallied. Okay, so looking at this current price action, I believe that this is healthy even in a bull cycle, right? And I know that people are going to say yes, but the price is going down. However, we do have to remember that people are actually investing into BTC ever since the bear cycle, right? People that have bought the top, obviously, I guess the patience have to be has to be there. Anyways, now looking from the standpoint of Fibonacci retracement for BTC on a weekly time frame, so hold your horses. Last time Bitcoin dipped below 61.8 Fibonacci retracement, then from 78.6 level, and then continued towards the next leg up. And currently we have noticed the similarity with the recent BTC price action based on the Fib retracement levels, and let's see what will happen next week, right? So let me actually zoom it in a little bit, and you see, guys, that we have dipped properly. I mean, that was just a scam wick below 61.8, and then we have basically almost touched 78.6 level. And with this current move, right, we basically dipped below 61.8 and almost touched 78.6, right? So based on Fibonacci on a weekly, we could, well, safely assume, hopefully safely assume, that we are going to see some you know, upsides now, especially given the fact that stochastic RSI is basically bottoming and just about to experience a bullish cross. On the top of that, guys, we've got Bitcoin's dominance, right? So that's more for altcoins. However, this is something that also we should pay attention to. So in the previous cycle, BTC dominance got rejected from its previous highs and created a double top pattern, which resulted in massive altcoin season. And we can find the striking similarity between those two cycles. And stochastic RSI is at the same level as well. And I'm not telling you that you will see altcoin season right after watching this video or my analysis on X, but this chart is obviously worth paying attention to. So let me actually zoom it in, right? We had the first top, okay, and then we had the rally towards the downside if it comes to that Bitcoin's dominance on a weekly, right? So that was so-called first fart, right? People were basically degening into altcoins, but then Bitcoin's dominance did whoopsie doopsie on us, right? And then many people lost a lot of money in altcoins. However, Bitcoin's dominance created, let's say, head and shoulders pattern, and after that we had the cascading effect for Bitcoin's dominance, right? So if we are going to look now, basically it's kind of a, let's say, similar situation, right? We got the first top and now we are basically being rejected from this second top. Let's see how this weekly candle is going to close. This is obviously very important, and I'm not saying that you are going to see altcoin season, but everything is pointing towards that. Also, given the fact that stochastic RSI is currently in overheated levels, overbought, and also guys, given the fact that Bitcoin's dominance is inversely correlated with others' dominance, altcoins could potentially see some relief rally, especially given the fact that crypto summit is going to happen on 7th of March, right? So guys, looking at that, right, this is strong level of support, and previously we had dipped below this level, right? Stochastic RSI was also pretty much at the bottom, right? We have dipped, bounced towards the upside, right? So the question is, are we going to see just a relief rally and basically pumping towards almost previous all-time highs if it comes to that dominance, or we could potentially smash towards the upside and see that altcoin season? I personally don't think that this is going to happen. Well, I'm kind of 50-50 in that, right? Nonetheless, guys, I believe there's going to be upside in here, okay, because we first have to find the top for BTC, and after that probably altcoins are going to be pumping like crazy, right? Strong altcoins, I believe. Well, today is not obviously about Kaspa, so I'm not going to be talking about Kaspa. This is overall market analysis if it comes to dominance of others. Also, USDT dominance is showcasing signs of potential weakness on a daily time frame, which can also be interpreted as a double top formation. So let me actually go in here, right? We've got rejection in here, and then we had the proper cascading effect if it comes to the drop. And at the moment, guys, this is very similar, right? Given the fact of what happened on 28, I believe that this candle, the yellow candle in here, is from the 28th, right? Now we've got 29th and 1st of March, I believe. I could be wrong a little bit. This is obviously a screenshot. Nonetheless, guys, we have 2 days of basically USDT dominance going towards the downside, which is also a bullish signal in my opinion, right? Also, and now if we are going to look at some on-chain data, let me actually zoom it in, guys. We can clearly see that retail at the moment is selling, which is quite interesting, and also large investors, which are obviously our whales, are accumulating BTC while the price is dropping, right? So obviously lattice hands are selling and strong hands, patient hands are basically accumulating, right? So now guys, let's quickly have a look at short time frame for BTC and try to actually identify of where BTC could potentially go on a daily time frame. This is obviously 4 hourly, but we are going to switch it to the daily very soon. So first things first, right? What we are experiencing is a strong upside for BTC at the moment, and we are holding this very short time frame support in here, right? However, notice how stochastic RSI is currently in overheated level, and we potentially could see a drop, right? Even if that drop is going to happen, I believe that this could be a very temporary drop, given the fact that we do have some short time frame support in here, right? Previously traded, Bitcoin was previously traded in these levels, so if that would happen, that would probably be just a few percent, if I'm not mistaken. That's, yeah, 3.5%, right? However, zooming out to the daily time frame, guys, even if that wick is going to happen, that's going to be very short time frame, because, well, stochastic RSI in here is actually showing me that we could potentially see some momentum towards the upside. So let's actually go in here and draw this line again, because I'm going to need it. I would like to show you liquidity levels from CoinGlass, right? I believe that this is quite important to look at. So let me go back in here, and now, ladies and gents, BTC, we do have significant level of liquidity, and that's 53 mil. if BTC is going to dip towards 84,900. So let's have a look. 84,900. Well, then in here it's 82, right? So 84,900, right? That's going to become more clear. 84,900, right? So I do believe that BTC could dip towards this level, right? Only to grab this liquidity, but that's of course not financial advice, guys. It's just what I'm thinking might gonna happen potentially. So of course, if you want to trade this volatility, make sure that you check out my Bybit link in the description of this video, right? But if that is going to happen, that's going to be only 1% of a dip for BTC, especially given the fact that stochastic RSI is in overheated levels, right? So guys, to conclude this video, probably short time frame a dip for BTC, and I do believe that bullishness is coming, given the fact of what I showed to you today. Guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this update, and as always, peace and love, crypto.